All right. So we are live. Hello, everybody. It is August 6th and first week of the Team Cup. So I'm sure everybody is either just focusing on inviting, getting challenge packs sold, or trying to convert people to challenge packs. But tonight's topic, I wanted to touch on just how to make sure you're setting up your customers for the right program that's going to fit their goals and give them what their desires are and what their needs are. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. All right. So basically, like I just mentioned, this week's call is going to be on which program is right for my customer. The questions you need to be sure you're asking your customers, and any of the resources that we have available to us as coaches that we can help or utilize to help us filter through the different programs and the intentions or the goals of each of the programs. So if you have questions or you have other questions to add to the questions that we're going to go over, then just take a note or make a quick note, and then we can talk about those at the end of our call where we have a Q&A. Other announcements for this week: Dash to Diamond sign up. There's 2 days left to sign up for that. So again, it's $20 to be involved in that. If you want to get in the pot at the end, if you get to Diamond by the end of 10 weeks, then you will get a part of that main pot that everyone's thrown in their $20 into. Team Cup is going on. Remember, every no is one step closer to a yes. All right, so we've got to go through a bunch of no's to get to the yeses. They do come, believe me. You can ask any coach who has been involved in the Team Cup or who is getting Success Club 10 or 5 or any Success Club points. You will hear a lot of no's, but just keep going and going. Coach Online Office, I just saw on the online today, there's going to be some downtime tonight. Or actually, it was this morning, I guess, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern time. So I don't know if any of you were on the call or online at that time, but you may have experienced a little lagging and or not being able to get on your online office. Beachbody On Demand, it's now available for streaming on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Chromecast. So those are the three that they are live and you can use right now. So if you have any customers ask you about that, there is an FAQ about that you can go into in your online office and see more information on that, because there's about 20 different Roku systems, I guess, that can be activated for that. Beachbody Performance, that's our new supplement line, and there's a detailed webinar available in your online office. If you go under the Sales and Marketing tab at the top, click on Product Toolkits, select the Beachbody Performance, and then you'll see a whole page of information on the Beachbody Performance lineup, and you just click on the training webinar, and it's about a 52-minute webinar. So definitely something that if you weren't aware of it or you haven't looked into that to me is another Shakeology for us as far as getting repeat business and getting people on Home Direct. So take a look at that and learn all you can about that. All right, so a little recognition here for July Success Club earners and points. Our team stayed true. July Success Club 10 earners were Dan Barry, led the way with 13 points. Beth was right behind him with 11, followed by Kalo, followed by Beto with 10, and then Moppy with 10. So Moppy had a late run there, it looks like.
That's awesome.
So congrats to everybody who got Success Club 10. I'm proud of all of you. Success Club 5, we had Gretchen with 6, Morgan with 6, and Courtney Miller with 6. So
awesome, Courtney.
Awesome job there. And we had a ton of people who were just short of Success Club 5, including yours truly here. I fell short. I had a return that kind of got me at the last week and a half, but that's not an excuse. I should have gotten it. So I'm kind of ticked off about that, and I'm using that to motivate me to be sure I hit my goals from here on out, really. So we got a list of everybody here who had earned Success Club points of basically 1 or more Success Club points. I'm not going to read through all the names, but this is still a step in the right direction. So congratulations to everybody who earned Success Club points this past month. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it here. So which program do you pick? Basically, when you're thinking about the program selection for your customers, you want to find some things out from them. And some of this might be repeat, but I think the more we hear things, the more we're reminded of things, the better we're going to be when we're maybe on the spot or put on the spot if you're face-to-face or something like that. So the more you see this stuff, the more you go over it, then the better off you're going to be. So first and foremost, I think finding out what your customers' end goals are. Is it weight loss? Do they want to get ripped? Do they want to gain mass? Are they large now, but they want to lose weight, but then they want to put muscle on? And so there's it can be as, involved or whatever as they seem to make it. But the simple fact of the matter is that we need to figure out what it is that they want to go, what goal it is they want to attain, and help provide the resources for them to do that. Other question that's a great one is how much time per day do they have to work out? That's a big factor. If they have an hour, if they're normally used to spending an hour, commuting, by the time they commute to the gym, by the time they do their workout and then come home from the gym, that could be an hour, hour and a half for some people. So if they have an hour, or do they only literally have 30 minutes to get their workout done and be ready to go out the door? So definitely kind of dig into that for them. Time to an event. What I mean by that is, are they trying to meet a goal to lose 20 pounds by the wedding date, or by the class reunion or anniversary or something, bathing suit season or vacation, whatever it might be? How much time do they have to lose the weight? And knowing that can actually do one of two things. If they are anxious and they need to lose the weight in a quicker amount of time, but they're a little reluctant or hesitant about Shakeology, then you can definitely use that in your story to them to say, listen, if you want to get your best, if you want to hit your goal weight in a short amount of time like that you're giving yourself, you got to do everything you can to get there. So you need your nutrition, Shakeology, and your workout program. So just those are things that kind of go through my mind as I'm interviewing and consulting with people. What do they enjoy doing? Are there things that they hate? Are there exercises that they really enjoy? And how do those match up with the programs that we have to offer? What equipment do they have at home? Will they need to buy more equipment? And does that affect the amount of money that they're willing to spend or that they can invest in a program? So that's an important factor to find out too. Any physical limitations that they may have, if they have bad knees, a bad back, anything that may be limiting factors to what they're able to perform or what exercises they can perform. And, another big one that Beth and I talked about just the other night is asking them to tell you about their health. And really just, their family history. Is there a family history of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity? What kind of lifestyle have they been living? Were they ever fit? How have they just been on a decline, or had they never been to where they are and they've always wanted to be here, but they've always been down here? So just asking them more detail about their health in general, instead of just saying, how much weight do you want to lose? And then trying to base your whole, selection of product based off of how much weight they want to lose. I think it's important to find out about their health. And, that way we can also offer them solutions for their health through Shakeology and, be able to present that to them in a brighter spotlight. Okay, so if you have any additional questions to add to this, or to add to the things to find out list, please jot them down so that at the end of the call we can talk about those things. And or if you have questions about any of these that I've listed, feel free to jot down a note to remind yourself during the Q&A. Okay, so the resources that we have as coaches, I don't know if you guys were all aware of this, but we do have a program comparison chart in our online office. So I'm going to go ahead and take us to that program comparison chart. Give me 1 minute here. Okay. Okay, so if you go under sales and marketing, business tools, and hold on a second. That may have been the other one. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to my presentation where I have the directions. All right, so under sales and marketing, business training tools. So that was right. All right, for some reason, this switched. All right, sales and marketing, business tools. Hold on a second. Beth, where is that product? This is frustrating, and I apologize. I swear I had this all.
What is it that you're looking for?
The business tools, or the
Present chart.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah, that's right there on the under product training guides.
Okay.
Sales and marketing, and then product training guides. That it comes up right there.
Right. Okay. Here it is. Yeah, that's weird. I wrote down the wrong one on this slide. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, basically, can everybody see this now? And you can basically organize these. This shows all of the different workout programs that we have to offer. And so basically what you can do is you can organize them. There's tabs at the top for all different fitness levels. This is the best sellers, fitness levels, intermediate to advanced, express, which would be which ones are going to be your faster or shorter programs, dance programs, anything where you're looking for more cardio or fat burning. These would be the programs that they'd recommend.
Where's beginner?
So all fitness levels, I believe, is going to be, let's see,
They need to have a beginner tab.
Yeah, well, anyway, so basically, you can tell I don't even use this resource as much as I should. So I apologize, but
we've done most of the program, so you can always ask us.
Well, that's one of the points, but this is for you even to study up on, to take a look at and make sure, that if you haven't done a program and say, you don't have time or you aren't able to contact another coach to ask them about it, like I've never done Turbo Fire. And if I'm asked a question, hey, how long are the workouts? Then I can easily come here. I can say, okay, they're anywhere from 10 minutes to 55 minutes. And it's based off of high intensity interval training. And so this is something that is good to know, because a lot of people would like those high intensity interval training type workouts. If you're asked about Insanity Asylum, you can come here and see, okay, this is different from T25. How's it different? Well, the workouts are 45 to 60 minutes versus 25 minutes. And basically it's a 30-day workout program. So it really, will tell you or give you a good overview of what the program is. Here's another one I've never done. So if I'm ever asked about Chalene Extreme, none of us in this, Beth has tried a couple of the workouts, but she's never gone through the full program. So this would be a good place to come and just get an idea. How long are the workouts? And, it's about circuit training and things like that. So this is definitely a good source that we can go to and, start to utilize, just to stay in better tune with what programs are available. Beachbody On Demand. I know Beachbody On Demand, if you are a member of that, which we all should be, right? Then on Beachbody On Demand, it will show you the different programs, and you can organize them based off of, if you're looking for cardio, if you're looking for gaining mass, if you're looking for getting tone, dance. And so you can kind of organize those by selecting the tabs in Beachbody On Demand. Like Beth just mentioned, other coaches and customers, what their success stories are, and utilizing, their information and their experiences and other success stories will really help to, guide you and give you direction as far as working with your customers and helping them to select the program that is best for them. Okay, so questions. I wanted to leave this open this week a little bit longer for questions. I hope you guys, have some, so that way, let me stop the share and unmute for everybody. Okay, so everybody is unmuted now. Do you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that about selecting the programs for your customers, or anything you would want to add to this? You can feel free to speak up. Go ahead.
The part that I don't like is the health stuff, which it's a good question, but I always feel like I need to have some kind of medical background, and then I'm panicking, like trying to text people and message people like, oh, this person has hypothyroidism or whatever, and I never know, like I don't want to put somebody in a bad situation if I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, right. And that's something where, if you're ever in a situation like that, like the other night we were around some friends, and somebody said, what do you know about ketosis, right? It was, that's a diet plan where you fast and you put your body into a state of ketosis. And I told them I've heard about that, but I honestly don't know enough about that topic to feel comfortable giving you advice on it,
And if someone mentions something, like if they say, oh, my cholesterol is so high, or yeah, I have hypothyroidism, you can say, let me get some success stories for you from my team and get back to you.
Okay.
And that's like an easy way. I mean, because we don't have to know. I mean, we're not doctors. We don't claim to be nurses, but.
Well, I do have WebMD, and I've diagnosed my children with many things. I should have been a doctor, just for the record.
But we have, we have people we can ask. And people relate the most to personal stories. So it's nice to, post and stay true. Or you can go to the Shakeology page. I mean, you can just type in, what was I looking up the other day? Oh, fibromyalgia and Shakeology. And I typed it in, and it linked me to all these success stories. Like, it linked me back to Facebook, and it linked me to some people's blogs. So don't be afraid to ask them about their health, because a lot of times that's how you tie in the Shakeology. Like, I can't say enough about this. It's kind of like the key component for all of our programs. And then you can say, and because you have high cholesterol, I recommend it even more, because we've seen what it can do. And like, my mom lowered her cholesterol 80 points after being on Shakeology for 6 months. And she had done the Ultimate Reset too. But so just say, like, let me get some success stories for you and get back to you.
Okay.
Anybody else? Any other questions? And do you guys have any other topics or any other areas that you guys ask your customers about to find out what would be the best program for them? No? Moppy, did
I
you
have one.
unmute it at one point?
No, I did. I just I mean, I truly just follow the script. I mean, I adapted to the way I talk, but I mainly follow the script, the steps 2 through 5,
Right.
which addresses pretty much every of the points that you've said. And one of the things I don't do is I don't do comparisons. Like if they tell me, I'm drinking, I don't know, Advocare, or I'm doing those wraps, or
Right.
or I'm trying some workout of Jillian Michaels or whatever. I never go into that. I just kind of move into like what I know.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I just pretty much follow what you just mentioned.
Yeah, and I think a good way to bypass that is, just probably like you do, is I just remember hearing Tommy Migrant say, I don't know about that, but this is what I do know, and then tell them about Shakeology and tell them about your story or your experience with Shakeology and how it's helped you. And that's always, because you don't want to bash those other companies and other products, because if you don't know enough about them to do that, then it's really just not the right thing to do. So I agree with you there. Anybody else? Courtney, do you have any questions? It can be off topic here too, so don't be shy about asking anyone or anything. Jennifer, Carrie, Sean.
I have one.
Who has
On
one?
that web tool that you were showing, Courtney.
Yeah.
So on that web tool that you were showing, does it have like a age where they say, I have an 80-year-old woman who is going to do my free clean eating next week, and she said she's been doing Weight Watchers for a few months, but she's stuck and wants to do something better and do it on her own. So I was thinking 21-day fix, but I'm worried about the exercising maybe being a little too much for her.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
maybe that's why I was looking for the beginner tab, because
I thought there used to be, I'm pretty
see
darn sure.
how it explains Slim and Six.
Okay, let's do this. Let's share again.
Because Slim and Six has been like a go-to. Is that what your mom's doing, Kristen? Slim
Yeah, that's what she's doing 21 day right now, but I think Slim and Six is what she did before, and I think that was much more manageable.
Was it? Okay, because
Yeah.
I was just telling someone, I think it's that my mom started with Slim and Six and then moved to the 21-day fix. But I just think
I think Slim and Fix is an excellent program. The other one.
Slim and Six.
What did I say?
Slim and Fix.
Oh, Slim and Six.
Courtney's gonna be like, I've never heard of that.
I'm just slurring my speech. I really said Slim and Six.
But what about
no.
Tai Cheng for an 80-year-old?
I was just gonna say that I have one of our cousins. He has all I mean, he's young. He's only 40, but he has all kinds of issues like arthritis. Like really, he would tell you he has the body of an 80-year-old, and that's what we recommended, and that's what it's doable for him is Tai Chi.
Okay.
Right.
I have not tried that yet. I did get it for my mom when it was on sale this summer, but I haven't seen her to try one of them. But and go to see how it lists Slim and Six.
Right there.
Right here. So it's a full body slimming and toning focus on abs, thighs, buns, and hips. Combines cardio with light resistance moves to burn fat and reshape your body in 6 weeks.
I mean, she's 80.
But you know what? I think you can be 80 and be strong.
Hope when I'm 80, I still care what my buns look like.
But you could tell her to do Brazil butt lift, Master Series.
No, that's too hard. That would be too hard.
No, I would say at that age, and I would say that's an advanced age, an elderly person. I would say Tai Chi, Slim Six, and basically with the idea that you want them to maintain as much strength as possible, and you also want them to have as much balance as possible, because as we get older, our muscles and nerve innervations, they kind of slow down. They're not as fast, not as our reflexes aren't as sharp. So
Well, and that's the thing with Tai Chi. Is
Right.
It really helps with like your proprioception. Is she, do you know, is she overweight?
No, not at all. She
Okay.
she says she has 20 more pounds. I don't really know where she's going to find that 20 pounds to lose, but she used to work at the daycare that my kids went to.
okay. But see, she's obviously has a goal in mind. She
Yeah.
hasn't given up. She wants 20 pounds gone, which I think that's awesome.
Right.
Well, and there are some really healthy 80-year-olds. So,
Right. I would say slim
Right.
six.
and you
Okay.
could give her could send her the video of both of those and say, you know, they're a little different, and that Tai Chi is more balance and flexibility, but
Yeah.
you know, just reminder, everything comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, she could switch it out for the other one.
And she
Okay.
she could also use, I mean, she could buy the containers for the 21-day fix, I would think. That's,
Right.
you know, it seems like nutrition is important to her, so Shakeology would be good.
Yeah, with the portion fix.
Yeah, with the portion fix.
Right. Right. Good question.
Anything else, you guys?
I have a question.
Sure.
Go for it, Jen.
I had, when I was going through all my problems with my phone, I had a guy named Sean on the Verizon Wireless technical support. Him and his wife had bought 2 different programs, but they didn't sign up for the coach thing.
Okay.
They declined it. So I told him, you know, I recommended myself. Was that okay to do, or should I not have done that?
No, do that all day. If they declined being contacted by a coach initially, then
They did.
I would say what they would have to do is call into Beachbody and
Mhm.
or email Beachbody and just tell them that they want you to become their coach. And then
That's
they-
what I told him. So hopefully they do.
Yeah, I mean, I always just ask people, you know, when I say, do you have a coach? And if they say, yes, I do, but I don't know who it is, or, you know, I mean, if they're not connected to them in any way, because everyone that orders gets a coach, you know, so
Right.
so that's fine to ask. Now, if they say that they have one and they, you know, well, yeah, I was in their challenge group. I mean, that gets a little awkward because we don't want to be stealing anyone.
Exactly.
But
See, he brought it up because I told him I was having problems with my being muted all the time because of my phone. And he
Right.
said,
that's
well, what are
fine.
you doing in Beachbody? And he says, well, we just bought a program for them, but we declined having a coach. And he said,
yeah.
how do we get a coach? And I said, well, you'll have to do all that, go back and email and recommend me or ask for me. And he says, well, what's your name? And I told him, and then he says, well, I'll let you know when we do it.
Awesome.
Okay.
So
I'll send you right now. I keep this saved in where I save all my coaching codes things, and it's just the actual email. All I have to do, you have to put in your own name and your coach number. I'll just send
Right.
you what I send to, you know, my customers, but just keep it saved, and you can send it to them and say, this is exactly what you need to copy and paste and email to, and it gives you the address. I can't get it
okay.
right now, but I'll
He
mess.
was out of Charleston something. It was in Charleston. I went through so many people. I was bouncing back and forth from Texas to El Paso. I mean, everywhere.
But it sounds like you got your phone fixed. I'm not hearing
I got a new phone.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I have an Apple iPhone 5C
Awesome.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
for 9 cents.
For what? 99 cents?
Yeah, I only had to pay actually $40, but I got it Monday. I bought it Monday and I got it yesterday. I've been messing with it since then, trying to get everything fixed on it.
Awesome.
Oh,
Where I
that's
need-
fun.
So it's like,
Well,
yes, I'm tired of being muted.
now you can talk. Now you're free.
Ask the
Yeah.
questions you've been thinking about
Yeah.
for the past
Yep.
months.
Oh, I went through 4 different stores and they're like, we can't do anything for you. You have to do this or you can't go and get an upgrade. And I'm like, bullcrap. That's not what I was told.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like, you're eligible. And I finally, Monday, I talked to a guy because I was in tears. And he said, well, why are they telling you you can't get an upgrade? You're ineligible for a brand new phone. Get this phone. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
So I did it.
Well, and I had better luck calling, instead of going into the store just up the road, I had better luck calling the national number and just
Mhm.
talking to them, and they hooked us up big time. So,
Yeah, see, every time I went into Verizon, they're like, "We'll get an iPhone S6." I'm like, "I don't want one. I don't
yeah,
like it." But I've been doing fine with this one, so
awesome. Cool.
I
Well,
figured out
welcome.
all those LGs. I'm like, forget it. I don't want an LG now.
Yeah. Welcome to the unmuted world on
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
definitely. It's nice.
So, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. So